Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Today we're going to create a dark magic smoky eye. Check it out. Alright guys, let's get started. So today we're going to get dark magic. And I'm obsessed with this look. I've already created it on my own, off camera, and I thought, you know what? I really liked it, so let's just recreate it on camera. I know it's been out a while, but this palette is absolutely gorgeous. It came out last year with her whole vault collection. I think it was a year after she launched her original palette, which is, oh, you guys know how much I love that original palette. I am not going to get into detail with that palette because I am going to talk about that in my 2018 favorites video, so look out for that video. But right now we're going to concentrate on creating a look from the vault collection. It is stunning. These colors, oh my goodness, you guys. These are the most beautiful colors. Ugh, can you see those blues and greens? I love creating looks with blues and greens. I'm obsessed with that look. So we are going to maybe dip into a little bit of her original palette because there are some transition shades that I would like to use besides these shades. But all in all, I'm so excited to create this look on camera. I hope you guys like it. Let's get started. All right, first I'm gonna tie this hair back because it's gonna be all up in my way. There's a mirror over here if you're wondering where I'm looking. All right, we're just gonna get that out with just a clippy. Now, normally I'd wear my purple rollers, but you know, I just didn't want to do that on camera. You know, one day I'm just gonna have to do that. I'm just gonna have to bust out my normal everyday how I get glam, which is like my big purple Velcro rollers. I'm a huge Velcro roller fan. I have been wearing Velcro rollers ever since they created Velcro rollers. And I'm obsessed with my Velcro rollers. And one day I'm just gonna have to do that on camera. I'm just gonna have to suck it up and show you guys the real me, like how I really get ready. I don't usually have my hair done yet. So this is just for filming purposes. All right, before I talk too much, let's get started. So I already put my foundation on, my contour, my bronzer. I already pretty much set. I am gonna set a little bit more just for fallout reasons because it does have a teeny bit of fallout the first time I used it, but who knows, maybe I won't have that issue today. And I really don't care if there's a little bit of fallout. If there's a lot of fallout, like the Ebates palette, I was just so disappointed with. Oh, that sultry palette. I was so excited to get my hands on that and I ended up returning it. I was like, I'm not going to spend almost $50 on a palette that I just didn't think it was that great. So there's other palettes out there that are more affordable that are way better. So I did return that. So again, to make a long story short, I am not a big, oh, it has fallout, I'm not going to use it ever, because some of them do, you know, and some of them have really great texture and really great blendability. I'm not going to hold that against them. But I am going to set a little bit under the eye before I go in because I did already do all my makeup. I did my eyebrows. I already put my base on. I'm obsessed with this P.Louise Base. I'm not going to get into it because, again, I'm going to put that in my favorites video. But I did set that, and the good thing about P.Louise is you don't have to actually even set it with a powder. I do, it's an insurance policy for me. I just find it easier. I do like to use the little miniature beauty blender to kind of set that in a little, and with my finger, I just found that with the P.Louise, I do it better with my finger. Okay, I talked enough. I'm going to get into this eyeshadow look. Some of the liners I'm going to use are from Urban Decay. Today I'm not going, obviously Morphe doesn't have any eyeliners, so I am going to use other products to kind of finish up the eyes besides the eyeshadow. So let's start off with the transition shade. Okay, so my only issue with this palette is, I mean, you can go for a totally different kind of transition shade, and you can start off with this like I want to say like an army light green right there, and you can use that as a transition shade, and then kind of blend it out with maybe even like Blur from Melt Cosmetics, or I can even actually go into her other palette, the Jaclyn Hill palette, the original Jaclyn Hill palette, and I could probably go with, I think I would go with, all right, so my only downfall with the original Jaclyn Hill palette was that there was no names, and that made it very difficult for me. It was on a separate sheet that I threw away, so I never remember. The only one I ever remember is Pukey, and it's one of my favorite colors, and I can't get over that name. It's hilarious. That's hilarious, Jaclyn, if you ever watch my videos. But it's this little orange one right there. I don't know what color that is, or that one. I'd either go with one of those two to kind of blur out the edges of that other color. I think I am gonna just start with a regular transition shade. I'm just feeling it today. All right, guys, so I'm going to start off with the Morphe 441. You guys know I love this brush. It's a nice fluffy transition shade type brush. And we're going to go in with this color right here. It's the third one in the pan. It's a beautiful, beautiful transition shade. So we're going to start off with that first before we go into the Dark Magic palette. So I'm not going like this. I'm going to bust out my smaller mirror. All right, and I'm just going to go in there and I am just going to build that transition shade, as I always do in all of my videos. Just building that transition area right there. And just getting it prepped and ready to go with the darker colors. Again, dipping back into that same color, I am going to do the other side. I'm telling you, it's not easy doing makeup on camera. It's not easy. The struggle is real. What I like about her Vault collection is she does have the names underneath each pan. It makes it easy as a beauty YouTuber. As far as like everyday life, do you really need to know the names? Probably not. So it's really not that big of a deal unless you are a beauty blogger, YouTuber, vlogger, whatever you want to call yourself. Then it makes it a little tricky because you're trying to explain on camera what colors you're trying to use, and you can't do that if you don't know the names. And who really keeps the separate sheet? I mean, let's be honest. So let's go with Potion. It's that army green type color. Like, I'm going to use that as if it were a transition shade. And I am going to go in with a little bit tighter brush because I don't want that color to go too far up. So I'm going to go in with this Morphe E28 brush. I love this brush. It is a great brush. So it's dense. It's still blendable, but it's going to allow me to use it as a transition shade where it's not too dark, but it's also not going to let me go up too high because I don't want that color to go up too high. So I'm going to go in with that Potion, that green color, and I am going to start in under the transition area. So I'm going to go right into that crease area, not going too high and not going too low. And I'm just going to start on the outside and build. And the trick to any, as I always say, is you don't want to go in heavy-handed. You don't want to go in with a lot of product because you don't know. You don't know, especially if you've never used a palette before. I did not use this in my original look that I created, this green color, and I am liking it. It is absolutely stunning. It is beautiful. I'm obsessed with greens and blues. And pinks and like every color, obviously my natural warm tones I love. So look at how beautiful that color is. Stunning. And this, like her original palette, is really nice and it blends really well. And the pigments are beautiful. I'm not going in too heavy-handed, so I'm just starting off very light and I'm going to build that color as we go. And just really concentrating on that crease area, again, not going too high. And then as we build, I will get a little bit heavier handed, and then don't worry because I will be blending out those edges with her other palette, a color from her other palette, because there really wasn't a warm tone transition type shade in this palette. It had more of a cooler tone one. Which is just not really what I'm going for right now. Again, oh, this color, you guys, it is so beautiful. Oh my goodness, I love it. My other favorite word is oh my goodness. I do say that a lot and I notice that in my videos and I'm sorry. I say it in real life too. It's nothing new. I'm going to take that Morphe 441 and go over that green and just kind of blur out the edges a little, and I'm going back into her original palette and using that same color I used in the transition area, that third one. I don't know if I pointed to it right because I cannot see. Actually, you know what? No, yeah, I'm going to stick to that. I can't make up my mind. Decisions. And I'm just going over the top of that green area and just literally blurring out the edges. As you can see right here, I'm just blurring out the edges right there. And if you notice, I'm holding the brush really at the end so that I can blur out the edges really soft and not deposit too much color. I'm just trying to smooth out the edges because you don't want any harsh lines, going into the brow bone highlight area. So like that. I'm actually going to mix a little bit. I love using that one and that third one, that edge, that like orangey color, and that third one. I like combining those two for a transition shade. I don't know why, it's so pretty. I do that a lot. Ever since I got this palette, I swear to you guys, I use those two probably more than any other eyeshadow in my collection, and I have a lot of eyeshadows. But for some reason, it just blurs beautiful. As you know, I love Mount Cosmetics too. That would be my other one I would use to blend out edges and blur out everything. It's called Blur, and that's literally what it does. It blurs it out. But I wanted to stick to Morphe today because we're doing the Vault Collection Dark Magic palette. So I just felt appropriate to stick to the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palettes. All right, so kind of blurred out the edges, as you can see. So I used that. I started off with the like orangey transition shade, and then I went into the green, that potion, and then I kind of blurred out the edges again with my Morphe 441. All right, we're gonna go back into potion and deposit a little bit more green. Again, now I'm really gonna start to focus in that tighter into that crease area because I don't want this color to go too far up. So, yes, so pretty. You guys, this palette is so worth it. It's only $15. $15 for these beautiful colors. And it can be tricky with some of these matte colors because they can really break up, you know, and patch up and not deposit color where you want it to. So I am really impressed when a palette only costs $15 and it can do that. I mean, I'm just extremely impressed. Morphe is so good at giving you affordable makeup at such a, how do I say it? There's so much quality for the affordability. I guess that's where I'm trying to go with it. I just feel like there's no other drugstore eyeshadow palette. I've tried Makeup Revolution. I've tried some other palettes that claim to be pretty good, and honestly, it's just not as good. I mean, I would much rather, because to me, Morphe's just as affordable in ColourPop. They're just as affordable as drugstore brands, the normal brands, yet they are amazing. And they can run with the big guys. They can definitely keep up with your higher end palettes. I mean, you can spend $125 to $150 on a Natasha Denona palette, and you can still get just as good quality from a Morphe palette that's like 25 bucks, and you get a whole flippin' pan of it. I mean, it's crazy. So don't be derailed at the fact that, oh, it's an affordable brand, so it must not be that good quality, because it is amazing quality for what you're paying for. All right, so now that I've gone off in a rant, I'm gonna continue finishing that off. So, because I am going in hard with my eyelid space, and I'm really gonna make that, I'm gonna pronounce that with like the greens and the blues, I'm not really creating a halo, because halo is when I really wanna just spotlight that middle area with a really light color, where this one I'm gonna make my whole lid a solid dark color. So I'm really gonna smoke this out. There's so many different ways you can go with this palette. You can do more of a natural look and just kind of keep it this way, or you can build it up and give it like a beautiful, dark, magical look, pun intended. So next color I'm gonna go in with is the Trickery. I love this color. It's like a metallic forest green. I guess that's a good way to explain it. Oh, that Trickery, it is gorgeous. So I am going to use Fix Plus spray. Not that you need it, I don't think you do, but I'm just a spray it kind of girl. Like, I just like to spray it. Where is my spray? Here you are. Because I don't feel like getting my regular MAC Fix Plus, I'm gonna use my gold light one, but that's okay. All right, so going into that Trickery, I'm just gonna take my MAC 242, and we are going to create a beautiful forest green, sparkly lid space look. And I'm just going to lay this on my lid. And I am gonna go in small. Look at that color, oh my goodness. So if you are not into these smoky, darker looks, this is not going to be your look. Check out my other videos and go for a different look. And I will be creating a more natural, soft glam look. I haven't done that. No, I don't even know if I've ever done that. Have I? I must have at one point. But this is more my smoky looks. We're still kind of in the winter months, so I feel appropriate that I can still create these beautiful looks. This is not probably something I would do for summer. Oh, who am I kidding? I probably would. Let's be honest. All right, there we go. And then we're going to continue that. And don't worry, we're going to blend another color in between this one and the potion, the light green. This comes off almost like a teal blue on my skin, but it is stunning. Oh my goodness. I cannot handle how pretty this color is. It just like literally glides on your eyelid. That is how beautiful the pigmentation and quality of this product is. Oh, you guys, $15. That's all this palette cost. And the good part is you can use your $3.50 off at Ulta coupon and it goes down to like 11 bucks. So with tax, so you can't go wrong. She has, I want to say there's 4 of them in her Vault collection. Check out my other video. I did the Armed and Gorgeous already. And that one is stunning. That one has more greens and golds and then some oranges to that palette. Ooh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to set my under eyes like I told you I was gonna do because of the fallout. I haven't seen any fallout. I thought I did on the last time I did it, but I guess I didn't, maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna take my Morphe contour sponge, sticking with the Morphe, and I'm just going to, as I normally do, just stamp this area right there and then just take it right there. This is just an insurance policy. Like I said, there was no fallout earlier. And then I'm just gonna kind of pinch in that nose a little since we're here, since we're in this area. All right. I love this Cover FX. This perfect setting powder it's perfect. Now, if you have drier skin, stick to the Cover FX as your baking translucent powder. But if you have oily skin, stick to the Laura Mercier. So again, I just baked real quick before we go in with the other colors. Now I'm going to take some more of that trickery and finish up this look. All right, so I didn't finish over here. So it's almost like I'm cut creasing right there just to kind of create that lid space area. And then I'm gonna take other colors and just blend the two in. You really wanna make sure you get into the eyelash, or where your eyelashes are. You don't want any gaps there. So really pad the area right there. So I like to go in and just pat like that when I'm done, just to make sure I fill in any gaps, any spaces, any holes. So just to blend it in, because I did, before I put the translucent powder on, I did get a little bit into my inner corner and I'm kind of digging it. So I'm just gonna leave it. So to blend it in, I put it on the other side just to see, sometimes you could just make little mistakes like that and they actually can work to your benefit and you can go, oh wow, that looks kind of cool. I'm gonna be working this green because it is stunning. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with a tighter brush. I'm gonna go in with my Morphe M507. It is a really tight crease brush. And I am going to take that color Inside Job. It's this third, it's like a matte teal dark green. So with that color, I'm going to just basically transition the trickery and the potion so that it's not trickery and then potion. I want to create something in between there, and that's where Inside Job is going to come into play. So we're going to take that Morphe really tight blending like pointer crease brush, and I'm just going to play it between, again, that trickery and the potion, and I'm just going to basically transition the two together. Oh my goodness, yep. What I like about this brush is that it's really tiny because I don't want that color, I want the potion to still stay there. But if I go in with a fluffier brush like I did the potion color, that color is gonna go up too high. So you have to stick to the really tight brushes. This M507 is amazing brush for that. She has like her whole brush collection too, but you know, this girl can't be buying everything and I don't get free products. As of right now, I don't get PR packages, so everything I show you guys, I buy on my own. So I couldn't afford to do everything, but I do have a lot of Morphe brushes, so might as well just go with what I have. But she does have her beautiful white and silver collection brushes, which I would love to get my hands on those. And it has most of these brushes that I already use anyway. So I love this brush for that reason, because it really, to not go off on a tangent like I did, is an amazing way to really transition a darker color between your glitters and your metallics, whatever you use on your lid, to your transition color. So, oh my goodness, you guys, that is stunning. Oh, I wish I was going somewhere, because this look is just gonna go to waste. All right, I'm just gonna have to redo it. I'm gonna have to redo it maybe for the next Kings game, for when my classics. As you guys know, if you watch my other videos, I coach the senior NBA dance team and my mom is on it. It's so much fun. So I love to just get dressed up and go to the games, because I never really go anywhere, you know, to wear my makeup. I'm a YouTuber. I just create videos and take it right off. Or I'm at the gym. So I don't really go too many places where I can show off these looks. So I have to take advantage of those moments. Oh my goodness, this color is so pretty. This is one of my favorite palettes right now. I have to tell you guys that Desi times Katie, a lot of these collab, I mean, they know what they're doing, these companies, with YouTubers, because they create beautiful colors. Beautiful colors. We know what we like, so, you know. If a makeup company would like to reach out to me, you know, I'm here. I would love to create a palette. I'm not gonna lie, I would create a really good palette. So come on, cosmetic companies, come to me, come to me. I'm telling you guys, this is so pretty. We do know what we're doing. We know what we like, we know what we want. And that's why these collab deals turn out to be very successful. All right, I'm gonna go back into that lighter green potion color and just go above that inside job that I just did, just to kind of, again, we're building back up and transitioning everything together. And now I'm gonna go above what I just did and just kind of lay that green back in, that lighter green area. I mean, that lighter green color. All right. Just creating that ombre gradient effect. Speaking of ombre, I am in desperate need of my roots. So sorry guys, but those roots are not very pretty. And I have a hair appointment on Thursday and I cannot wait. Going back into that M507 and just kind of, again, just really like, it's just a blending process, just kind of deepening that color. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm going back into that darker green inside job, and I'm going to just kind of like lay it a little bit on the outer edges right there, and just trying to make sure you guys can see me. Sorry if I cover up, it's just very difficult. I'm still mastering this, doing eyeshadow on camera. It's only been a year that I've had my YouTube channel, a little over a year. Thank you so much for supporting me through this journey. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. If you haven't and you're new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Give this video a huge thumbs up, you know, comment. Tell me what you guys want to see, what you like, and what maybe you don't like that I do on my channel, just so I know. Be honest, it's okay. I can take it, I think. Maybe be honest, but be nice about it. You know, I am 40. I'm not a young YouTuber out there. I am older, but I'm following my dream, and makeup is my absolute passion. All right, guys, so just to brighten up my eyelid space just a teeny bit, I'm gonna go into her Armed and Gorgeous palette, and it's like this gold color called Coin, and it is so, so beautiful. I'm gonna go into that color and just kind of lighten up the center area of that eyelid space, taking that same 242 brush, and I'm just gonna literally like dab it right there, just in the middle area, just to lighten up just that little area, just adding a teeny flecks of gold in there. I'm not even wetting the brush because I don't want that much pigmentation, because I don't want to ruin the green effect. And then, so I'm literally just tapping that right there. just right in the middle. I've been doing it all over the eye, almost like creating a little bit of a spotlight effect there. And now I'm gonna go back into the Trickery and blend. Actually, you know what, I'm not even gonna put more product on. Because I used the coin on one side of the brush, I'm gonna go back to the Trickery side of the 242. I'm just gonna lightly tap that back in just to blend the two together, because I don't want it to be like too much of that gold. I just want it just a little bit more flecks of gold in there. I'm kind of creating like that sexy mermaid look. Oh, this is like, this color is sexy. It is sexy. That's like the best way to describe this color. A good little Valentine's Day sultry, want to seduce my man kind of look. All right, and then going back to my potion and just blending again. Remember, you guys, it's all in the blends. I'm gonna go back to that 441 and just, I didn't even put any more product on the brush, and just kind of soften out the edges. Again, just blending, transitioning everything together. All right, I think that's pretty much all I'm doing for that look. And then I'm gonna, that's all I'm doing, like it wasn't that much, like it's totally natural. Yeah, I know. It's all I'm doing so far for a smoky-eyed look. Oh my goodness, Christy. Okay, let's go back to that Morphe M507 brush and just kind of make sure that my edges are pretty much on. I didn't put any more product on the brush, but I'm just gonna go into the edge of that outer corner and just make sure everything is laying appropriately. All right, the only thing missing is a brow bone highlight in the inner corner highlight before I do the lower lash line. I'm gonna go into her other Armed and Gorgeous palette and go with that VIP, that white color right there, and pop that into my inner corner. I'm gonna take this Morphe M168 like bullet brush that I always use for my inner corner, and I'm gonna take that VIB from her Armed and Gorgeous Vault Collection palette, and I am going to pop that into the inner corner area, right here, right where I usually do it, which is like right there. This color is white. There's a lot of pigment. And I'm gonna pop up right here swatches to that Dark Magic Vault Collection palette, just so you guys can see all the colors in there. I am excited to continue playing with this palette and using more of the colors. That kind of just gives it, it's gonna look white right now, but just wait, I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet, so don't look at me like I'm crazy right now. I know I'm just a teeny bit crazy, but don't look at me like that. Like right there. Just really tight. I don't want it to get involved with the other colors. I don't know if that was the appropriate way of saying it. Now I'm gonna take that transition color brush and just soften it out right there. Let's go with the paper cut. Oh no, power cut. Let's go in with power cut. It's right here. It's like that gray metallic color. Oh, it's beautiful. It swatches beautiful. I can't wait to put that on my eyelid space area. I think that's gonna be gorgeous. All right, I'm gonna go back with that inner corner brush and I'm going to go over that white area and I'm just gonna pop, yeah, that looks better. Ooh, girl, that is beautiful. I'm gonna blend that up into the green area. So I did the gray and I like it, but I really want more green tones in there. So I'm gonna go back into her original palette and it's that third color right there. I'm gonna take that over the gray now that I've created about 5 layers of an inner corner highlight. But you know what? Sometimes you just gotta play until you find what you're looking for, right? It's like you gotta kiss a lot of frogs before you marry the right one. Same concept. All right, so here we go. Not that I kissed a lot of frogs. And then you just, I'm gonna lay that. Oh yeah, I like that. I should have just started with that one. Oh well. In retrospect, that's what I would have done. All right. I'm gonna go back into that coin where I put that in the middle of the area and I'm just gonna put that there because it's a little ashier than I wanted it there. And I'm gonna go into that coin and just kind of deposit some gold in there. Now, it's all gonna come together once I smoke out the lower lash line. So don't look at me like, oh my goodness, that looks crazy, Christy. We're gonna take this ruby brush. It's kind of like a pointer brush, pointer blender brush, you can say. I'm gonna go back into the Dark Magic palette and take Potion and smoke out that lower lash line. So we're gonna create that same thing we did on top on the bottom with that ruby like blender like brush, and I'm just going to start blending the top to the bottom, just like that. So I'm just kind of going underneath that area. Okay, now I'm gonna go back into Inside Job, which is that matte greeny color, teal green color, and I'm going to start smoking out the bottom and going up a little bit higher into that area. Just like that, just kind of blending the two. Just going really soft for right now because I'm gonna go tighter with the darker color. Now I'm gonna go in with a tighter brush. I'm gonna take Inside Job and just go in a little bit tighter to that lash line. Yeah, so this is, I just laid it down softly first with that blender brush, and now I'm going in tighter. And I'm just going to lay that on the bottom lash line. Yeah, that's so pretty. See how pretty that is? How it just blends the bottom to the top. I just don't feel like a look is complete if you don't do the lower lash line. I mean, to each their own. I'm not saying that you have to do this step, but I just do feel like it really like ties the two together. Now I'm going to take that crown brush and go back into Potion, that lighter green, and just kind of blend out the edges of Inside Job. That is so pretty. Look at that, you guys. Oh, stunning. So I'm going to take this Urban Decay. I love Urban Decay eyeliners. They're just, oh, they stay beautifully. They go on beautifully. I'm going to put this in the waterline. What I like to do is kind of hold my pinky right there, hold it down, and then go in on it. And I never usually do color in my waterline, but I'm feeling it today. Since we used that blue, I want to go into this called Busted. Oh, I've been dying to use this blue. I'll probably use it in a totally different look, but that blue is absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to take that blue and I'm just going to smoke out where I did eyeliner. Really like blend the two together. Like that. Now I'm going to clean off my brush again, and I'm going to go back into the Inside Job and blend the blue and the green together. And I'm just going to go underneath it again and create that greenish blue effect. Oh my goodness, I'm telling you, I'm getting this mermaid effect. Now I'm going to go back to that Morphe brush again, that Morphe little bullet brush, clean it off again, and I am going to take a little bit of that metallic green, that Trickery, and then just pop it in the middle section right here. Now I'm going to take a little bit of the coin. I'm going to do the same thing I did on the lid and just kind of pop that just a teeny bit right there. Yes, right there. All right, that's it for the eyeshadow look. I'm going to put my eyelashes on and I'll come back and have everything done. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Give this video a huge thumbs up, set your notification bell for future videos, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks guys, bye!